My name is Sid Daniels. I am an artist, and I am recording this on May the 15th, 2024. I was born in Toronto, Canada in the 1950s. My mother and father both immigrated to Toronto from Poland in the late 1940s, and as a child, I was always doodling stick figures anywhere I could find pages in books and magazines. After graduating high school, I studied art and design at the Ontario College of Art. And in 1979, I moved to New York City to pursue my art career, creating commercial art assignments, murals for restaurants and nightclubs, and solo and group shows. In 1997, I moved to Miami Beach, Florida, where I currently create art. All of the experiences, good and bad, that I have had to encounter as an artist have made it more easy for me to face challenges. It has opened me up to take more chances with my art and not to be afraid to take artistic risks. I was somewhat introverted as an adolescent, so the way I expressed myself as an extrovert was through my creativity. Creativity was and still is my escape to who I really am as an extrovert. While growing up in Toronto, I developed an infatuation with nostalgia, especially fashion and music from the 1940s. These themes, not surprisingly, resonated with me, and it influenced my work and experiments with new mediums and designs throughout my life. The list of my biggest influences is endless, but some of them are Art Deco, the big band, swing era, the disco era, Carmen Miranda, artists like Alberto Vargas, George Petty, George Seurat, Toulouse-Lautrec, and Maxfield Parrish, to name a few. Musicians that I like include Artie Shaw, Benny Goodman, Xavier Cugat. From the fashion world, Edith Head, Ori Kelly, and theatrical influences include all the Technicolor movie musicals from the 1940s and 50s, with stars like Judy Garland, Betty Grable, and Alice Faye, just to name a few. And most importantly, Busby Berkeley, the choreographer, famous for his choreography during the 1930s for MGM movie musicals. Since 2019 until the present, I have been focusing on a continuous sequence of fashion image illustrations as an art form. I am working in colored pencil, in gouache, and markers on 18-inch by 24-inch paper. And I am planning to make limited edition prints, and eventually I will do a book and have a retrospective of my paintings and drawings. The biggest challenge I face as an artist is time. It goes quickly, and there are so many hours in the day to set aside just for creativity. And then you have to market your work to collectors. If I was 26 again, I would have taken certain opportunities that came my way instead of saying no or not responding to opportunities. So it doesn't really get you anywhere. In my figurative style, I work in acrylic on canvas. In my geometric style, I work in acrylic on canvas. And in my illustration style, I work with colored pencils, gouache, and markers. The medium that I have never used is watercolor, but I have yet to experiment with that medium. Yeah, I listen to music playing in the background, and while I prefer vintage jazz vocalists and orchestras of the 1940s and 50s, I also like soulful house music. What's the best reaction someone has had to my artwork? Well, my cousin once told me back in 1982, while at the premiere of the motion picture Tootsie, she spotted my painting in a scene with Dustin Hoffman and Terry Garr. And she told me that she stood up at that moment in the theater and screamed, "There's Sid's painting." That always puts a smile on my face. I want people to share the same experience as I have when I create a piece of work, and to view it as a theatrical experience that's set to music. My Instagram handle is at Sid Daniels Official, and my website is siddaniels.com. Thank you for viewing and listening.